solve the equations. Solve these equations. So let's start with A, which is the first equation. We have log 2x squared plus 5x minus 2 base 10 equal to 1. Now we know that log 10 base 10 is equal to 1. That is a logarithm rule. So log of any number to the base of that number is equal to 1. So we are going to use it here. Now if we say log 2x squared plus 5x minus 2 base 10 will now be equal to 1 times log 10 base 10, which is the same thing as log 10 base 10. Now equating these numbers, now let me just write it out clearly. So if you have 2x squared, log 2x squared plus 5x minus 2 base 10 is equal to log 10 base 10. So if you look at this properly, you see that this expression here is equal to this. So this expression is equivalent to this. So we have 2x squared plus 5x minus 2 equal to 10. Since now this is log to base 10, log to base 10, so if you cancel out this, you're left with this equal to this. So that is how we arrive at that. So but I will not cancel it out. I'm just trying to eliminate this so that you see that this value here is equal to this value here. So with a kind of a proper comparison. So now what I will do now is I will add minus 10 to both sides of the equation. So this will cancel out. We'll be left with 0. So you have 2x squared plus 5x minus 12, because minus 2 minus 10 is minus 12. So we will now use factorization method. We will multiply this first term and this last term. So if we multiply both of them, what we are going to get is 24 minus 24x squared. So what are the factors of minus 24x squared? That when you add them, it will give you plus 5x. Now let's start with minus x and plus 24. Now this is not correct. Plus 24x. This one will give us, if you add them together, it will give us plus 23x. Now let's use minus 2x and plus 12x. So it will give us plus 10x. Now let's use minus 3x and plus 8x. So if you add this, you give us plus 5x. So this is the expression, this is the factor we are looking for. This is the two factors of minus 24x squared, that when you sum them up, it gives you plus 5x. So I'll use it to factorize this. So what I'll do next is 2x squared minus 3x plus 8x minus 12 equal to 0. Now what is a factor? The common factor between these two terms is x. So you have 2x minus 3. Now what is the common factor between plus 8x and minus 12. Now is 4, so I have plus 4 divide and plus 8x divided by plus 4, you have 2x, minus 12 divided by plus 4, you have minus 3. So when you look at this, you have this as a common factor, so we'll factor it out. So using this common factor to divide the first term, if you divide the first term with this common factor, you are left with x. If you divide the second term after this plus with this common term, you have plus 4, which is equal to 0. That means we have 2x minus 3 equal to 0, or x plus 4 equal to 0. Meaning if we add plus 3 to both sides of this, well, this will cancel out this. You have 2x equal to 3, which now we want to eliminate 2 so that we isolate x. So if you divide both sides by 2, both sides by 2, this will cancel out. You have x equal to 3 over 2. Now, or if you add minus 4 to both sides, this will cancel out. You have x is equal to minus 4. So we have x equal to this or this. This is for the first equation, that is the first question, A. Then the second question is B. Let me now start B here. B, let me just copy the B instead of writing them. Let me just copy. Now just copy, come down here, paste. Now let me delete this. So now we have B to be this, so I will now say log x square minus x minus 2 base 10 is equal to, now I will use this expression where you have, if you have log, let's say log p base a, n times log p base a is same thing as saying log p raised to power n base a. So I'm using this expression to transform this, so this will not be, this is same thing as this. So to transform this, I will say I will now say log x plus 1 raised to power 2 base 3. This is not base 10, it's base 3. Sorry. Now, since you have logarithm of base 3 and logarithm of base 3 in the left and the right hand side, that means this expression is equal to this expression. So write it out. Say 2 x raised to power 2 minus x minus 2 is equal to x plus 1 raised to power 2. So we have x raised to power 2 minus x minus 2 equal to x plus 1 times x plus 1. This is same thing as opening the bracket. You say you can just say x, this is same thing as saying x squared plus 2x plus 1, x squared plus 2x plus 1. So we have x squared minus x minus 2. Now we can add minus x square minus 2x minus 1 to both sides. So we have minus x square minus 2x minus 1 to both sides. This will cancel out. Now let me go to this one, will cancel out, this one will cancel out, this one will cancel out, this. Now here I will have minus x minus 2x will give you minus 3x. You have your minus 2 minus 1 will give you minus 3 equal to 0. Now if you add plus 3 to both sides, this will cancel out this. The right hand side will be 3, the left hand side will be minus 3x. If we divide all through by minus 3, this will cancel out this. You have x equal to minus 1. So this is the final answer for B. Now let's look at C. Let's look at C. Now just copy this C here. Let's say copy and do it on there. I'll paste. Now I have log x squared plus 6x plus 28 base 10 equal to, now I will use this expression log 10 base 10, which is same thing as 1. So this 2 is same thing as 2 times 1. So it will now be 2 times log 10 base 10. Now I'll also use the expression where you have n log p base a is same thing as log p raised to power n base a. So I will use this expression. In this term, so I will say log x squared plus 6x plus 28 base 10 is equal to log 10 raised to power 2 base 10. Now that means this portion is the same thing as this. So you have x squared plus 6x plus 28 equals to 10 raised to power 2, which is 100. Now we have x squared plus 6x plus 28 equal to 100. Adding minus 100 to both sides. Here you have x squared plus 6x. So plus 28 minus 100, we just, let's say it will give us 72. Minus 72 is equal to 0. Here will be 0. Now if I multiply this first term with this last term, I'll have minus 72x squared. So what are the factors of minus 72x squared? And when I sum them together, I'll have plus 6x. So let me start with minus x and plus 72x. If you sum this together, it will give you 71x. Now let me use minus 2x and plus 36x. This will give me plus 34x. Now let me use minus 3x and 18x. You see Okay, no, it's not a 14, sorry. That means 24. This should be 24. When you add them together, it will give you 21x. Now, the next one is we'll use minus 4x and minus 4x. From here 1, 13x. Okay, no, this is 4 here, 3, 4 there, 1 remainder, 3, okay, 8. Then this, when you sum them up, you have 14x. Now if you now use minus 6x, and this will give you 1, carry on with 2x. This will give you, this will, when you add this together, it will give you plus 6x. So this is what we're looking at. So this is the two factors of minus 72x squared, that when you sum them up it will give you plus 6x. So let's use it to replace plus 6x. So we have x squared minus 6x plus 12x minus 72 equal to 0. Now if you what are the common factors between x squared and minus 6x? We have x. So x squared divided by x is x. Minus 6x divided by x is minus 6. What is this common factor between this and this? The common factor there is, if you use common factor is 12, so plus 12. 12x divided by plus 12. 12 plus 12x divided by plus 12 will give you x. Minus 72 divided by plus 12 will give you minus 6, which is equal to 0. So my x minus 6 is common factor. So let me factor them out. You now have x plus 12 equal to 0. That means x minus 6 is equal to 0, or x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now we add plus 6 to both sides. This will cancel out. So you have x is equal to 6, or if you add minus 12 to both sides, this will cancel out. You have x is equal to minus 12. So this is our answer. And the last, but not the least, is this D. Let me copy it to the last part. Paste. Now, using log 2 base 2 as 1, so we have log x squared minus 5x minus 6 base 2 equal to 3 log 2 base 2. So this 3 is something as 3 times 1. So since log 2 base 2 is 1, so we just say 3 times 1 is same thing as 3 times log 2 base 2. So, and we are going to also use this expression here in this term as when you have log, let's say log p base a, n log p base a is something as log p raised to power n base a. So we now have log x raised to power 2 minus 5x minus 6 base 2 equal to log 2 raised to power 3 base 2, and this is something as log 8 raised to 8, like log 8 base 2. So you have log x squared minus 5x minus 6 base 2 equal to log 8 base 2. Now this is something as this. So you have x squared minus 5x minus 6 equal to 8. Now if you add minus 8 to both sides, this will cancel out. You have 0. So you have x squared minus 5x minus 14. Now multiply the first term and the last term. You have minus 14x squared. Now what are the factors of minus 14x squared? When you sum them, you have minus 5x. So we have x and minus 14x. This will give you minus 13x. When you sum them together, it will give you minus 13x. Then 2x and minus 7x. If you sum them together, it will give you minus 5x. This is sum. If you sum them together, it will give you that. These are the two factors of minus 14x squared, that when you add them together, it will give you minus 5x. So I will use this 2x and minus 7x to replace minus 5x. So I have x squared plus 2x, because this is plus 2x minus 7x minus 14 equal to 0. Now what is the common factor between this and this is x. So x squared divided by x, you have x, plus 2x divided by x, you have plus 2. What is the common factor between this and this is minus 7. So minus 7x divided by minus 7, you have x, minus 14 divided by minus 7, you have plus 2 equal to 0. So the common factor here is have x plus 2. Now if you use x plus 2, if you divide this first term with x plus 2, you are left with x. If you divide this minus 7 into x plus 2 by x plus 2, you have minus 7 equal to 0. So now that means x plus 2 is equal to 0, or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now for this first term, I can now say minus 2, adding minus 2 to both sides, this will cancel out. I'm left with x equal to minus 2. Or if I add 7 to both sides on the second term, that is the term on the left hand side, at the right hand side, if I add plus 7 at both sides, so this will cancel out this. If you add them together, this will cancel, 7 minus 7 will cancel out plus 7, so you're left with x equal to 7. So that means the answer for this equation is x is equal to minus 2 or 7. So this is the final answer. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe if you like the video.